what's up, guys? Yeah, I was talking to a cashier in here, and she's like, we were talking about neighborhoods and stuff, and she was talking about this one neighborhood down here that I do pest control in once in a while. And I told her, I said, listen, you know, I've lived in some fucking pretty slummy areas. I lived in Las Vegas after I was like 21. I moved out of my dad's house because he was such a fucking asshole. I moved into a place called Google Earth this, Sierra Vista, off of Paradise. They filmed cops in that neighborhood. I was the only white guy. It legitimately looked like the movie Training Day, where he comes in at the end and they're fucking, you know, legit, I mean, just like it. And she was like, well, what is it like being the only white guy? And I go, man, I get along. Listen, I do pest control. I'm in front of people all the time since I was 18 years old. I've always gotten along better with black people than I do white people. I mean, yeah, I had a few problems here and there. You know, I mean, it's not an area you want to go out in at night and fuck around. I mean, the neighborhood I live in now isn't that great, you know? I'm one of the only white people on my street. Two or three white people live on my street. One's a fucking tweaker, you know what I mean? Like, people, I don't know, people, I think, put too much emphasis on color, and man, people just, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I used to go in sketchy areas in Buffalo, Broadway and Fillmore. Google Earth that. I stayed in that building, that orange building, for 2 weeks. It was the worst time of my life. I stayed on the west side of Buffalo. They you know, a lot of the Puerto Rican guys, you know, they don't like a guy that looks like me, you know, and I don't know, you know, I look like a police officer, you know, and I usually am clean shaven, and, you know, I don't look like somebody, I mean, I'm not saying it to brag or anything, but I don't look like somebody you're gonna fucking pick out of the crowd and fuck with, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't look at a guy my size. I mean, I weigh 240 pounds, I'm just about 6 foot tall. I mean, you know, no one's coming up to me and asking me, you know, dumb questions, you know, so I really, and I don't throw my weight, you know, I don't really throw my weight around. I don't act like I don't, you know, very rare, unless I really have to turn it on because somebody's bothering me. I've always gotten along with people of color. My people across the street are Mexican, Puerto Rican. A girl, my other friend down the street's Puerto Rican. My friend Heather's, you know, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, it can be, you know, I've been in Compton. Listen, I went to Compton, California with my friend. Here I am, some kid from the fucking sticks. And we're in Compton, California. It is the worst situation. It is the worst neighborhood I've ever seen. We get there, there's bullet holes all over the neighborhood. Like, there's shell casings on the ground. It looked like fucking Afghanistan, with hip-hop being part of the culture. And we go there, we're smoking some weed. The brothers tried to intimidate me and put their guns on the table and shit. And we're smoking weed, and I noticed that the weed would light up kind of blue when I was hitting it, and it was fucking awesome. And the guy's like, yo, you ever smoke crack? And I said, no. He's like, well, you're smoking it now. And I said, it's not too bad in weed, you know. They call it a cocoa puff or whatever the fuck they call it. But, you know, that was the first time I did crystal meth. We were driving from Las Vegas to California, and my gangster neighbor that I went to Compton with was like, yo, we got to drive back tonight. And I was like, what? He's like, I got something. And, you know, I've done crystal meth quite a few times. I mean, I'm not a person that's into uppers. I just don't I don't like them. But it's a fucking superb way to go to the fucking gym and, you know, clean your house and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend it, but, you know, I had a prostitute drug dealer named Penny in Sacramento that I used to buy pills off of Vicodin for $2. And I used to take her to get speed, and she shoot up, and she said to me, you know, I said, you know, hit me with that shit. She goes, no, that's something that you don't turn people on to. So I just tell you, join me on Facebook if you really want to catch the live stuff. And it's Brian, B-R-Y-A-N, Frumps, F-R-U-M-P-S. If you want a link, leave it in the comments.